Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again, and it's time for a bonus banger. It's bonus banger time, y'all. That's a lot. It's time for a bonus banger, and I got one. That's a lot. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning times, man. And I promise y'all, it's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing, and that's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. And we're going to stay out the way because we got to pass on the trend, man. We got to start turning people on to the life that we living out here. Because everybody that's rocking with me, we staying out the way, man. We got to start passing it on, man. We got to start teaching other people how to live this life. We have to, man, because I just think there's a lot of people out there that's really tired of playing cops and robbers, man. Like, you know, if you young and you don't know no better, you didn't have no parents at home, they really teach you, nobody's schooling you, like, you have a little excuse. You have a chance to go and get locked up because that's what's going to happen still. You're still going to get locked up. You're not going to duck getting locked up no matter what. So the people that's young, that don't know no better, that had it rough growing up, you still have a chance to be able to go inside, pause, into prison, and get your life together, man, and come out another person, man. But if you come out on the same type of time you was on when you went in there, then, man, you just like playing cops and robbers, man. You think GTA is a real game, man. I'm trying to let everybody know right now that rock with me, man. We got to pass it on. We got to show everybody that you still can be all the things that you want to do as a legit person, man. You don't have to break the law to be cool out here, man. So we got to start passing it on, y'all. We got to pass it on and share the word to everybody, man. If we staying out the way, we got to get everybody that we know that's on that type of time, man. Sooner or later, it either takes jail or watching us level up the legit way, man, to turn people around, man. So let's show people right now, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a bonus banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one, like, share, subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Lied About His Case. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation, but y'all already know what? Penitentiary is crazy, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. But, like, you have people inside prison, man, that just, like, I always say this, I speak on this a lot. The guys that think nothing is ever going to come back, their past is never going to come back. Things that they were hiding is never going to come up, and people are going to find out, man. It's somebody that always knows somebody. And trust me on that. When you in prison, it's somebody that always knows somebody, man. And somehow the secret gets out, man. When that happens, stuff that's violent usually happens, man. Like, it's uncontrollable sometimes when you lie about something like that. So with that being said, though, we are on Sussex 2 for this one, y'all. We are on Sussex 2. And I can remember being in 2C for this one, y'all. And this is around the time, this is kind of like right before I'm about to get transferred to Lawrenceville, man. Kind of 2C status, man. Like, this is like my 3rd time in 2C, to be honest with y'all, man. Like, I have been in 2C when we first opened up 2C. And I have been in 2C after I came out the whole couple times. This is either my 3rd or 4th time. I want to say it's my 3rd time, man. But I have been in 2C. And it was crazy ironic that I'm being in the pod that I first got to. And now I'm going to be leaving from this pod, man. So when I got to 2C, everybody was on staying out the way time. Like, that's what was going on in there because people was getting tired of staying on Sussex 2 for a lot of reasons. Like, I said this in a couple of stories. I'll break this down again, but Sussex 2 changed up. They put fences inside of fences, man. There was no more outside rec like that. There was no more really in-par rec like that going on, man. Like, they started transforming Sussex 2, which was a level 4, into Across the Street, which was the same exact prison, Sussex 2, but it was a level 5 and it was a little bit more restricted. It was like they started transforming that Sussex 2 into that. So it was like, I started seeing it was a no-win situation, man. It was no win for me to stay up here and try to make it for what? Like, it was getting crazy up there, man. Like, there was authority, like the stuff that was happening up there, man, it was just out of control. And then the number one thing that really told me it was time for me to go, when I really just saw that I'm not going to be able to mess with the la-la no more, man. Like, it was impossible to mess with the la-la, man. The investigator was a magician, man. He was finding everything out. I wouldn't care if you try to hide it from everybody, man. The man would still run down on you and put your joint in the cup, man. And it was like nobody would. It didn't even make sense to mess with the la-la. Now, you had the dudes that were still brave, that didn't care about going to the hole, but I had been to the hole so much, they have told me if I come back for that again, it was going to shit me. So I had to tighten up a little bit. I went through the non-privileged pod. I did all of that just to get to 2C, to kind of over to a block where dudes was trying to get transferred from, man. So that's what type of time I'm on. I'm on to get transferred type of time, man. So I'm trying to get my mind and my body right, man. So it was one homeboy that I was rocking with, man. We're going to call him L. L was from Norfolk, man. L was a little older than me, man. I would say L was probably like 35, man. L was kind of stocky dude. He was one of them dudes that came from St. Bride's. You know what I mean? He didn't have a little bit of time. He had like 10 years or something like that, but still, he got tricked up at St. Bride's. They sent him to Sussex too. So he was already one of them old cocky diesel kind of dudes from the town, bald head, like to work out. You know, he was cool. You know what I mean? Like, when me and him started kicking it, we started kicking it with working out. Like, we used to work out together. Like, I felt like me jumping into his workout joint was good. But he used to have a little good push-up workout he used to do. He used to do everything. We'll go outside and bang out. He showed me a lot of different stuff. So I used to rock with bro. Me and bro used to kick it. L wasn't one of those type of dudes that stay in the stuff, getting in the stuff. No, L just chill, work out. He was another dude trying to leave Lawrenceville. I'll say at least 75% of the people that's in there was trying to leave Lawrenceville, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man, like 75%. So while I'm in there, I'm just chilling. I'm just working out. I'm staying out the way. I'm not messing with no la-la, man. I'm a whole new person on the low, man, because y'all know what I did the whole time I was on Sussex, man. I was chasing that pack game. But like now, it's like everything is over with. I don't want the pack. I don't want the la-la. Like, I already saw that I wasn't gonna be able to beat the investigator. So it was game over for me, man. So I'm just staying out the way. Now, I'm in cell 44 this time. This is my first time ever since I've been on Sussex 2 to be in cell 44. This what made me not really want to mess with the law anyway, because being in cell 40, we was by the back door. Like, it was my cell in the back door. So I just felt like that was a no-win situation. So I'm in all the way stay out the way mode. And L was on the same time. So all we used to do is just kick it, make something to eat, work out, laugh, joke, watch TV. Everybody in the junk trading CDs. We wasn't doing much, man. They had red team in there. The blue team was starting to fill up a little bit now around this time, because it's like 2008. You know what I mean? So the red team, blue team, all in there. So it was still regular penitentiary. It was just like a 60% of dudes, 70% of dudes that was in there that was trying to get transferred, y'all. So boom. So out of nowhere, they moved two dudes in the block. They moved them from downstairs, which was in 2A. And 2A was basically a non-tobacco pod. So it was like a pod that dudes don't mess with the tobacco, dudes don't mess with the la-la. They be in that pod. I mean, they might still mess with the la-la, but still, you had some dudes that just couldn't really tolerate a lot of the tobacco stuff in the air. So they was downstairs. So when they brought these dudes upstairs, they say they put them in the wrong block, and they was complaining about not being able to order tobacco anyway. So that's why they moved. So when they come up, I see them standing by the front door. So they standing right there with the police. You know, when they came in, dudes hit the... So that's when I paid attention and I seen what was going on. But when I looked, I seen L pulling up on one of the dudes. But when I seen L pull up on one of the dudes, L pull up and he talking to him like he docked him up. You know what I mean? You know, L kind of bigger than dude. Dude's kind of a little short dude. L hollering at him, you know what I mean? L pointing like, yeah, you good. Like, letting them know that you straight if you want to come in this pod or whatever. So the CO came and told them what cell they was going in. So one of the dudes, they moved in cell 24, which was like right upstairs from the booth, right by cell 23. Then another dude, they moved in cell 14. So that was like on the back wall. So the dude that's in cell 14 is the one that L know. So I seen bro kicking it with him. I ain't say nothing the whole time. Stayed back. I tried to look and see if dude was from the town, to see if he looked like, did I recognize him? He didn't look like he was from Norfolk. So I just kind of like, you know what I mean? I let L do him. So L kicked it with him all the way up until they say stand by for lunch. So when they say stand by for lunch, that's when everybody getting their stuff together. I'll come back from downstairs, you know what I mean? I got my jacket on. I'm standing out in the pod. I seen L still kicking. So L like, hey, Weezy. I'm like, yo, he like, come here. I walked over to Joe. He was like, hey, look, my homeboy Twan right here. I ain't gonna say where Twan from for a lot of reasons, man. I'm not gonna say where he from, but he was like, hey, this is my homeboy Twan right here. So I look at dude. He kind of was like he looked young. He probably was my age. You know what I mean? But he was short, smaller than me. He looked younger than me, but he looked like he was probably my age. I'm giving him about to be my age, middle 20s, late 20s, something like that. Middle 20s, basically. But I'm looking at him, and I'm just like, he don't look familiar. And he's like, hey, look, Yeah, he was on the brides with me, man. He was like, yeah, man, cool, yeah, man. He used to try to work out with me. Yeah, now he up here. Now he on Sussex. He was like, well, this is my dog, though, man. Weezy, look. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? I was like, Weezy, man. He was like, what's up? Twan, man. So he dapped me up. His handshake, you know, he didn't show signs of shakiness in his handshake. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I was like, where you just come from? He was like, I just came from the brides. He was like, but they moved him downstairs in 2A. They moved him downstairs in 2A, and he know he's a tobacco. He used the tobacco, so he was like, he couldn't stay down there. So they was like, they was gonna move him. So that's when he moved upstairs with us. So he was like, man, I'm glad you up here, big homie. He started calling L big homie, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I looked at L, and me and L used to always joke. I was like, oh, I didn't know you was homie. Yeah, I didn't know you turned homie, man. He was like, nah, go ahead with that, man. You know, I rock with him, man. He was like, nah. Some dudes trying to bank him. He was like, tell him, you see, Weezy don't think I throw these. Weezy don't think I do these. He think I'm just big for nothing. Hey, tell him what I did on the brides. Twan was like, oh, but he did? He was like, man, like, yo, man, like, I get into it with these two dudes, man. Like, dudes just hating, man. Dudes from my city, they just hating and, you know, they talking crazy. And I'm working out with big homie. And, you know, we just chilling, and I'm like, he's still calling L big homie. He like, yeah. And I'm just chilling, and, you know, I'm trying to keep my composure, bro, because I don't want to get transferred. So he was like, I'm just trying to ignore these dudes, but they keep talking. One of them pushed me. He said, one of them pushed me. I took off on one of them. We just start rumbling. He said, we start rumbling. Before I know it, they was banking me. He said, they was on top of me banking me. I couldn't really do nothing. He said, I look up. He said, man, big homie came out of nowhere, man, caught dude with the two-piece. Boom. He said, got him up off me. He got him up off me. He said, I got up. He said, before I can get the other dude, big homie already hit the other dude. Boom, knocked him out. I was like, he was like, yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you, Weezy. Yeah, I told you. Told you what I do, Weezy. Told you what I do. I'm like, man, I ain't never really say you was a bum, you know what I mean? I was just like, I hope you weren't big for nothing. So we used to joke like that, pause. Like, I used to always joke with him like that. And we'll talk a little jump back to each other. So we laugh about it. So I'm like, man, I already know bro was a psycho, man. So he laugh about it. So he like, it turned out that the dude Twan is his guy. You know what I mean? Like, it be like that sometime, man. So that's what's up. It was good meeting, bro, man. We went to Child 8, came back. It's time for lockdown, y'all. So boom, we locked down. Come back out for lockdown. We all out in the pod now. The dude Twan want to hop in the workout jump with us. So me and bro used to work out. We didn't work out in the morning times and all that all the time. We would work out at the night. Like, we'll work out when we come out after 6 in the pod because it's winter time. So we wasn't going outside getting that morning and all that. So we just chose to work out after 6. So me and bro come out there, we bang out. We bang out in the pod. Twan came in, hopped in the workout with us. He doing his thing, you know what I mean? So y'all know I'm super nosy. Y'all know I'm super duper nosy. And one of the first things that I picked was that the dudes from his city, not really his city, I'm gonna say his town, dudes from his town, and there was a couple of them in there. They didn't really talk to him like that. You know what I mean? Not saying that they might have to or whatever the case. I just didn't see him really interact. But like, nobody really came from, and you know what I mean? Like, I knew where he was from, but like, I just didn't see nobody really interact with him that was from his place. You know what I mean? So that was number one thing I put in my head. I ain't say nothing about it. Then we was working out. L was supposed to be getting a 3-way from dude, so it was his set. The dude called him for a 3-way. Hey, L, you want the 3-way? L was like, yeah. L slid, ran to the payphone, was like, skip me, I'll make up my set. So when he dipped, he just left me and Twan there. So it was me and Twan there, so we working out. You know what I mean? So we doing the joints where I gotta hold his ankles. We standing in place, I'm holding his ankles, he doing the push-ups. You know what I mean? The incline, decline, one of the two. I forgot, I've been gone for a minute. But he hitting them joints, I'm holding his leg. And we switch, and he'll hold my leg, and I'm doing the joint. So when I get his leg, I was like, man, it's crazy, man. I was like, what you locked up for, man? I was like, what you got going on, man? Like, you don't even look like you supposed to be in here for real, man. He was like, 25. You finished the set, he was like, man, I'm in here for robbery. I was like, yeah. I was like, so how you was at St. Bride's? See, he don't know I'm a vet and everything, man. Like, I'm 9 years in. 8 years in at the most right now. So like, bro, I'm a veteran, bro. Like, I done heard it all, seen it all. I'm not saying that I was saying something was fishy with Twan, but like, you met bro at St. Bride's. You know what I mean? You met bro at St. Bride's. Bro got a dope charge. You know what I mean? So bro's supposed to be at St. Bride's. Not saying dudes that got violent crimes don't be at St. Bride's because they might work their way down to that level. But as far as going straight there from jail, from receiving, like you're not gonna have a serious charge. I don't think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, man. But like, still though, I was like, so you was at St. Bride's with a robbery and malicious wounding? He was like, yeah. Come on, yo set. I was like, I did my push-ups. I'm like, that don't sound spooky though. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So I ain't say nothing, man. You know what I mean? Bro messing with him super hard, bro kicking it with him. I let it go. But I just was, putting things in my mind just so I can keep it in my mental file cabinet. You know what I mean? The nosy file cabinet is what I like to call it. So I ain't say nothing to bro about it. You know what I mean? So when I call L again, you know what I mean? When I call L again, I called him Dolo. I was like, hey, look. I was like, yo, how bro was with you? It was just, I had to ask that. I had to ask this question if I could stop bothering. I said, how was bro at St. Bride's? And I was like, he said he got a robbery and malicious wounding, bro. He was like, I knew about the robbery. I didn't know about the malicious wounding. He was like, he had a malicious wounding? Oh, that's what he told me. He was like, oh, no, you know how dudes be hiding their stuff. I said, man, look. I said, bro, listen. I don't got nothing to do with what you got going on. I was like, but I'm going to let you know, though. I was like, look, the main mission. I said, I know what my main mission is. I said, my main mission is to get transferred, bro, to Lawrenceville. That's what my main mission is. I said, I'm not putting nothing in front of that. I'm not putting nothing in front of that, bro. I said, now, you messing with dude. I said, now, you rocking with bro. I was like, he ain't from the town. We wasn't on crazy geographical time at the moment. But I'm just like, that's an extra man. That's an extra man that I might got to put something on the line because I'm going to have to roll with bro because he rolling with him. So you got to be careful about who you rolling with in prison because liabilities is all over the place. So I'm trying to give bro this game so he can understand where I'm coming from a little bit. Like I know it bro cool and all that, but I'm like, yo, it's just weird that nobody from his town really rocking with him like that. You know what I mean? I was like, I jumping crazy. Ain't nobody from his town really rocking with him like that, man. You know what I mean? So like for real, bro, like you need to tighten up, man. I was like, because, we try to get to Lawrenceville, bro. One false move and we done. And we done. He was like, nah, we gonna get to Lawrenceville. Weezy, he be chilling. I said, bro, you said you had to fight for him on St. Bride's. He was like, man, that was some dudes trying to bank him, man. He was like, other than that, he was like, Twan be chilling, man. Twan don't be doing nothing, man. That's my dog, man. He don't be doing nothing, man. I rock with bro. I'm telling you, man, like, he'll do the same for me. Just like I'll do the same for you. He was like, Twan the same way, like, man, he a cool dude. This because he ain't from Norfolk don't mean he can't be cool, Weezy. I'm like, man, you sure he ain't using you to be Suge Knight, man? I said, man, he might be thinking he Tupac, man. He might be trying to use you to be Suge Knight, man, on the West Coast, man. He was like, man, go ahead, Weezy. I was like, bro, look, man. Right now you looking like a bodyguard, man. I was joking with him, though. I said, man, right now you looking like a bodyguard. He was like, nah, man, that's my dog. I let it go. I won't say nothing else about it. You know what I mean? A couple more days go by. Like, man, for real, like, it's crazy that he don't really talk to none of his dudes, you know what I mean? But I still was dealing, even though I'm a maniac, I still was kicking it with Twan. I ain't gonna lie, like, he was working out with us. So he ended up eating with us when we make meals. Like, he was actually like the third member kind of, like, you know what I mean? As far as on the workout crew. So I'm dealing with him slightly, but the dudes that he don't talk to is from his town. Like, they don't say nothing to him. I haven't seen him say not one word to him yet. So I was like, you know what? I said, I ain't even gonna say nothing to the dudes. I said, that's too easy right there. I said, I'm gonna say something to Twan. I said, I'm gonna say something to him. So when me, him, and L was working out, I said, hey, why you don't ever talk to such and such? I called dude name. I said, why you don't ever talk to such and such and them right there? He was like, he did his pull-ups up the steps. He was like, he jumped down. They don't mess with me, Weezy. They don't be fucking with me. I said, they don't be fucking with you. Why though? Like, I was like, they don't say nothing to you at all? He was like, man, Weezy, you don't talk to everybody from Norfolk. Weezy, you already said you ain't on that type of time. I was like, you right. I'm not on that type of time right now. I was like, but still though, I was just wondering. It ain't nothing. Like, would I ask something wrong? So Twan was like, nah, you asked a good question. That's perfectly fine. Like, like that's weird. But like, they don't say nothing to me. I don't say nothing to them. I said, you know them? He was like, nah, I don't know them. I don't know them. I was like, that's what it is. So I left it alone. So we go to Child. He didn't go to Child. Twan didn't go to Child. Me and L went to Child. It was a garbage trade, but we just walking anyway, just to get some air. So we went over there. So we walking to the Child. L was like, hey man, he was like, man, I looked at L. He was like, man, I looked at Twan's face when you asked him that. He was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Weezy, man. He was looking nervous as hell in the face. I was like, bro, he was looking extra nervous, like he had something to hide, like he was trying to hide something or trying to put something. I was like, bro, listen. I said, man, this man told me he was at St. Bride's with a robbery and a malicious wounding. He was like, see, I ain't know about that. I meant to ask him about that. He was like, I'm gonna ask. I said, yeah, ask him. We all around. He was like, that's what I'm gonna do. So we came back, we chilled, we all sitting back by the toilet, we kicking it. You know what I mean? So we chilling, sitting there. He come out of nowhere. L was like, hey, look, why you why you ain't tell me you had a malicious wound when we was on the brides? He was like, I didn't tell you that. He said, nah, you told me you had a robbery. He said, man, I told you I had malicious wounding, bro. I told you I had malicious wounding, bro. He was like, no, you didn't, man. He was like, man, shh. Thought I did, though. Thought I did. So I'm standing there like, yeah, I bet you thought you did. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I have went through this. Like, you will run across dudes that trying to keep things on the low. Now, this can be bad if it turns out that this can be a bad case that you're probably hiding. And I'm not saying right then and there, that moment, that I knew that he was hiding his case. But everything just won't adding up. In prison, I told y'all, dudes don't have nothing else to do but do the math. That's all we do, man. We do the math on everything, man. Gambling, writing letters, trying to con people, like everything, man. Like, it's just, we do the math and we try to figure out what we need to be doing, man. And like, when somebody coming with some BS, we do the math so fast in our head, it's like, hey, ain't nothing you really can get past us. That's why so many dudes that come home from prison, they are so strong-willed in conversation. Their conversation skills is so aggressive and strong-willed because we do the math and we you know what I mean? We speak up on things that we feel like we right about. So that's like him coming with those cases that he had at the St. Bride's, it didn't sit right to me, man. Like, he just looked like he was using my homeboy. So like, me personally, I was at the point in my bed where I didn't have time to be holding no extra body down. You know what I mean? I wasn't even holding L down because I still want to get to Lawrenceville. You know what I mean? But at the same time though, man, like, I just felt like Twan, he just was really being sneaky, y'all. So boom. One thing about it, when you be sneaky, man, stuff happens, man, and information comes out. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was petty on this one, y'all. It was a little petty move of mine, man. I shouldn't have done it, but it was a little petty move of mine. But I ain't even gonna lie, like, one day I was getting out the shower and I see the dude, man. We're gonna call him Rome, man. I see the dude from his town. Dude ain't no weak dude official dude, kind of light-skinned dude. You know what I mean? Had the taxi, tied it up. He used to work out too, go outside, ball. You know what I mean? He was chilling. He wasn't no in-the-way dude. His other man he used to be with too was from the same place, so they used to hang together. But I see the dude Rome when I'm getting out the shower. So when I get out the shower, I see Rome. I'm like, getting my stuff. I'm getting my stuff. I'm like, oh, that was good, bro. Like, we ain't really speaking apart like that too much. I was like, what's good, bro? He was like, oh, what's up? What's good, Weezy? I was like, ain't shit, man. Chilling, man. I said, hey, bro, let me holler at you right quick. So we was already on the top tier. He was getting out the shower. I was getting out the shower. So I was on the far shower by 34 hours, just walking around the corner by the breezeway where I told y'all that trash can that we be messing with the la-la at when we in the pod. So I go right back. I was like, bro, let me holler at you right quick. So he was like, he probably thought I was about to pull up on him or something. So I see how he come back there. He got the shoes on. He was like, what's up? I was like, hey, look. Nah, ain't nothing like that, bro. I was like, look, what's up with the dude we be working out with? He was like, who? I was like, bro, Twan, the dude from y'all town. He was like, what about? I was like, what you mean? I was like, what's good with him? Like, we good? Like, I just, you know what I mean? I just be feeling like he welling about a lot of shit. So I'm just trying to, you know, it's weird that he don't talk to y'all from the same spot. So I'm just trying to see, you know what I mean, what's really good with bro. He like, I mean, he alright, shit. I ain't got no problem with him. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with him. Yeah, he ain't gotta never speak to me. What he said something about me? I was like, nah, he ain't say nothing about you. I just was trying to figure out, like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is this dude, man? I feel like I be talking to Jason Bourne sometime, man. Like, I was like, I think he's just a lot of shit he welling about, you know what I mean? I was like, then my man on some security shit with him, like, you know what I mean? He gonna hold bro down to the maximum. He was like, I mean, I ain't getting in that shit, Weezy, man. I was like, what? He was like, no, ain't nothing like that, But nah, like, he all right, though. I was like, he was like, yeah, everything good. He dapped me up and dipped. So when he dapped me up, I look and I see Twan sitting at the table downstairs. Twan like this from afar. He got an Eagles view from afar. And he looking up at us by that shower in the corner. He seeing us come from the back. He was like, I read his brain. Twan was like, what the fuck is he doing talking to Weezy, y'all? So boom. Nigga, I'm trying to find out some info, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. That's why we talking. So I see that he picked me. I'm like, I don't say nothing about the shit, you know what I mean? I don't say nothing about the shit. I'm like, this shit crazy as a motherfucker. So goddamn, I'm like, yo, that shit was just fucking with me. I go back to the cell. I walk all the way down to 44. I walk to the joint. I go in the cell. I tell the lady, let me in. I go in the cell and just sit on the bed, put my stuff up. I'm like, this y'all crazy dude kind of acting like, I was like, the dude wrong kind of acting like he wanted to tell me something. He really was talking like he really wanted to tell me something. It looked spooky. It looked different. It looked crazy because he really looked like he wanted to tell me something, man. But I was like, the fuck? I was like, this shit crazy. So I come back out. When I come back out and shit, I'm over there about to walk the L. I see L standing by the water fountain. So I come down the steps. I'm like, get down the steps. About to walk over where L was at. Walking over there. I seen Twan coming like this fast. It's like he beat me to L. So I walk over to him and L talking. L like, yeah. So he like, L, you remember that, man? You remember that? He turned around, looked at me. He was like, what's up, Wiz? I was like, what's up, bro? I was like, what's up, L? What's good? He was like, ain't nothing. I was like, man, I gotta holler at you too. Bro was like, I gotta holler at you too. L was like, how both of y'all gotta holler at me? What y'all got going on? I was like, nah, ain't nothing like that. L was like, Twan was like, nah, mine ain't that important either. You go ahead first, Weezy. I'm like, I just looked at him again like a little laugh because I know what he doing. I know what he doing, but still though, like it was, this whole interaction right here was awkward to me because it looked like he was trying to block me from going to tell L what I talked to bro about. You know what I mean? But the beat, like I wanted to tell L, but it was still feeling like I didn't have the proof. But what he was doing was kind of irking me. I ain't even gonna lie. It was irking me what he was doing. So I'm like, nah, you go ahead and tell her what you gotta tell her. You got something to tell us, right? He was like, us? I was like, oh, I mean, L, you got something to tell L, right? He was like, nah. I was joking with my big bro. Yeah, this is my big bro. He threw like a fake jab. L was like, man, y'all tripping, man. What's going on, man? Y'all got something. What's going on? L looking at both of us. What's going on? I'm like, man, I ain't nothing going on. I was like, I ain't gonna blast dude right now. I was like, because like it's still no proof. It's still nothing going on. I was like, no, ain't nothing going on, man. I was like, but look though. I said, man, yo, I don't even want to be around this dude no more, man. He was like, what? I said, bro, I don't want to be around you no more, bro. Like, I just feel like you a liar, bro. I ran across, like, prison is the place you come to be all you can be. That's what we say in there, man, because you can come in there and lie, we call it welling, but it's lying. People come in there and lie about their case. People come lie about what they was doing on the street. People lie about every goddamn thing in penitentiary, man. That's just how I go in there, man. So I have heard some shit and seen some shit like this. And I'm at the point now, I'm trying to get to Lawrenceville, y'all. I don't got time to hang with no goddamn liars, so boom. So I basically tell L, like, yo, bro, I ain't. So he like, what? What I do to you? What I do to you? I'm like, yo, bro, first of all, lower your motherfucking voice, bro. Like, real shit. Lower your goddamn voice, bro. Like, real shit. That's what you need to do, bro. He was like, nigga, you lower your voice. You lower your voice, nigga. And he trying to act like he bucking up at me. I'm like, he's like, nigga, you trying to go to Lawrenceville, nigga. You better chill out. I said, what? He said, nigga, you trying to go to Lawrenceville, you better chill out. I was like, this little motherfucker just didn't call my bluff like that. So I'm just standing over there watching him snatching. We call that snatching game. This nigga snatching right now. You hear me? Because I already know, because he already know he can't whoop my ass, you little motherfucker. But I'm just looking at him just doing all this loud shit. People in the pod pinning it. I'm just looking at the nigga like, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro, you need to chill the fuck out, bro. He was like, nah, nigga. Nah, fuck that, nigga. I know you don't like me, nigga. Yeah, I know you don't like me, nigga. Yeah, I know you don't like me, nigga. Yeah, I seen you up there talking to dude. Yeah, nigga, what he tell you, nigga? Ain't nothing bad about me, nigga. Yeah, ain't nothing bad about me. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro, you better get your little whack ass out my face, bro. Fuck wrong with you, bro. He just get the snapper L like, man, we look, go there, y'all chill, man. I'm like, yo, bro, you better holler at your homeboy, man. If I fuck that little nigga up, nigga, fuck Lawrenceville, nigga. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. That's why I tell him. He was like, yeah, all right. I was like, bro, listen, bro. Stay your pussy ass away from me, bro. I was like, you a bitch, nigga. I said, bro, come in my cell there, nigga. I said, I'm in cell 44, nigga. Bring your ass in the cell. I started going to the cell, went up the steps, angry. I was like, I got up them damn steps. I started walking. Hey, CO, open 44. I said that shit before I got to the door. Hey, CO, open 44. My shit open up. My shit open up. I get to the threshold. I'm like, I walk in that joint. I'm like, yo, come on. Bring your ass up here, nigga. Everybody looking at shit. Hey, I'm like, yo, chill, Weezy. What you doing, bro? Chill out. I'm like, I'm sick of this little motherfucker right here, man. Fake ass Jason Bourne ass nigga. I said, I'm gonna figure out who the fuck you is, nigga. I don't trust you, nigga. He's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, all right, nigga. You ain't got shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Ain't nobody tell you nothing bad about me, motherfucker. I said, yeah, motherfucker. One thing about it, nigga. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you is, nigga.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.